So guys, a lot of you ask me that Nipun, when we talk about the transit, so how can we relate it on a basis of its impact on our daily life? So one thing which I want to add over here is that, see, I always give emphasis that whenever any major event happens in our life, the transiting moon has to allow that. The transiting moon has to confirm that. And definitely guys, if you will look down the memory lane, all those days when you got some good news and all those days when you witnessed something which was little bit unpleasing, you would have definitely seen a trend, a pattern that on that specific day moon in the transit was somehow making you vulnerable. So now guys, the point which I'm saying over here is that whenever we talk about these kind of events like transiting Jupiter now has moved to the Taurus sign, transiting Saturn has transited to the Aquarius sign. So not only it impacts us on a global mundane level, not only it impacts us on a level that if you are in a Saturn dasha, the transiting Saturn, the condition in which it is going to be shifting, your ongoing running dasha also starts impacting you, but also it impacts you on daily basis as well. When we talk about the daily horoscope, now listen to me over here. For example, when Jupiter is transiting in the Taurus, in whichsoever days for 2.5 days when the transiting moon is going to be conjunct with the planet Jupiter, not only moon is going to be exalted, but it is going to be conjunct with Jupiter as well. So that means your happiness and the feel good factor of the moon during those days for that specific time, like Jupiter is going to be transiting in one zodiac sign roughly, let's say for example, for like a year. So for that whole year, whenever the transiting moon in those specific days is going to be getting exalted in the Taurus sign, getting conjunct with Jupiter, the feel good factor has going to be all time high. Same way, now let's say for example, if Ketu is transiting in the Virgo, we know this thing that moon somehow becomes very critical, and Ketu in itself is a planet which is considered as a planet of extremities. So in all those days for 2.5 days when moon is going to be transiting in the Virgo, not only it is going to be getting the flavor of the Virgo energy, but the impact is going to be getting intensified because it is going to be conjunct with Ketu as well. So guys, in a nutshell, the point which I wanted to say over here is that whenever we talk about the placement or transit of the slow moving planets, they impact us on our daily life on this level that when Jupiter is going to be exalted in the Cancer in the transit, during that whole year, the transiting moon in those 2.5 days, the feel good factor is going to be get very high because moon is going to be in the Cancer and conjunct with the planet Jupiter. A lot many people during those days can experience some very good auspicious events or auspicious news in their life. Same way, if Saturn is going to be transiting in the Pisces, and we all know this thing that Saturn is going to be there for 2.5 years, and moon in the Pisces somehow tend to remain very emotional. And when in the transiting in the transit, those 2.5 days when moon in the transit is going to be transiting in the Pisces, it is going to be getting conjunct with Saturn. In those 2.5 days, you will definitely find your capacity to be empathetic towards the plight of others is going to be very intense. So guys, in a nutshell, the point which I wanted to say over here is that whenever we talk about the slow moving planets, not only they tell about the global mundane events, not only they influences us if we are also running the dasha of the same planet, but also during those 2.5 days when the transiting planets are going to be in those sign, it somehow intensifies our experience of that zodiac sign. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say. I hope you found this video informational. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.